Time to get up. Get on line. Let's move it, move it, move it. Get up, move. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
So we're a quasi-military program, and so what that means is that the structure and discipline that we provide are based on the military model. The military model being every minute of every day is planned out for them. They are held accountable for all the choices that they make on a daily basis. We don't have one specific type of kid that we're looking for. Our kids come from all different backgrounds. They have, we have some that have a great home life and they've just kind of veered off the path for whatever reason. And then we have some from the opposite end of the spectrum who have no home life and have been left to fend for themselves. So those types of kids struggle in traditional high school. And our program is designed to get them where they need to be educationally, plus give them the life skills and job skills that they need to be able to become successful. So our program is based on the foundation of character development. So the main thing that we want them to get out of this program is self-discipline, respect, pride in themselves and the things that they accomplish. What is a bonus for the program is them working towards getting their GED, earning the college credits, vocational training, all the life skills and job skills classes that we are able to give them that helps again with that The 8 core components is the meat and potatoes of the program. So a lot of people think that we are just an education program, and we're not just an education program. We have these 8 areas that we provide training in that makes a well-rounded person. So those are things like our life skills and our job skills classes, stress and anger management, personal finance, job interview preparation, real world things that they can take and use. Our physical fitness and personal hygiene components, teaching how to be healthy not only physically but also emotionally, with classes like sexual responsibility and personal hygiene and nutritional wellness. Then we have our responsible citizenship component, which is just a very tip of the iceberg class on what it means to be a responsible citizen. So things like voting, the Constitution, and what our rights as citizens are. And then again, we have the academic excellence part of it, and our service to community. We love to teach these kids how to give back to their community, in the hopes that when they leave us, they'll go and seek out the organizations that they've worked with here, like the Salvation Army and the Humane Society, and be able to volunteer with those programs, so they see a sense of community and giving back. The vocational trainings, we offer 7 different areas, and these areas are all hands-on areas that are never going to go out of style. They're never, there's always going to be a demand for those specific areas. So we have automotive technician, we have welding technology, we have a general building trades class, which is just general construction. We have our medical classes, which is certified nurse assistant. We have a phlebotomy certification class. We have emergency medical response and wildland firefighting. And then we have a computer class, which is our media arts class. So learning graphic design, just the basics to be able to do websites and posters and pamphlets and that kind of thing. So we have a broad area of study that our students can pick something that they're interested in and be able to pursue that as a career once they leave here. And those classes also translate into college credits, so they'll earn anywhere from 14 to 16 college credits during the course of the time they're here. Regardless of whether or not they get their GED, they'll still have those college credits and that vocational training.
This next class is building trades class. This is a course where they learn electrical, plumbing, drywall, everything associated with the building and trades industry. A lot of these kids, once they leave here, they have a familiarization with what goes on, a contractor, and pretty much be able to get around the job site anywhere they're needed.
Are using Photoshop. Some of them are doing projects on making their own photo albums. Some are making their own video game covers, stuff like that.
I'm working on a project. I'm like making a guitar, like the head of a bulldog for the base, and with the bones sticking out for the neck of the guitar.
So they will transfer to any community college or four-year university versus a vocational school like ITT or something like that, where you may have 1 or 2 credits. Every single credit that they earn will transfer. So a little over a semester of college in 5.5 months. For free. There's actually only 2 phases to challenge. There's the first 2 weeks, which is the acclimation, and then there's the 20 weeks, which we call challenge phase. So during the 20-week challenge phase, they are able to earn different privileges, but they're not in a specific phase. So every cadet, their program is individual to them. So at the rate that they earn their privileges is based on their behavior and the effort that they put into it versus the entire platoon earning those privileges all at the same time, like the military. We do allow our cadets to make a phone call once a week. They do get family visitations and a weekend furlough where they get to go home for the weekend.
Through acclimation, when I finished acclimation, it was the best feeling ever. Just being able to just get my certificate to know I accomplished something good. And ever since then, everything's been really good. We have our ups and downs. Everybody does, but we push through. We make our decisions, and whether good or bad, we live with them. Our main goal is to get our GED, pass the challenge.
Cadet Mason. The reason why I came to this challenge is the fact that I seen myself hurting the people I loved more and more and more, and the fact that I was treating other people more like blood than my own family, and watching them suffer through my action was hurting me. And I wanted to come here so that I could go home and be a better person for them, because they deserve somebody better. They didn't deserve a kid that was going to run out and do drugs and just come home with my mother waiting up all night, and she didn't deserve it. My mother has always done things good for me. Has always done everything she could. I mean, she deserves somebody better. I've seen a difference, and I've appreciated being away from her. Being away from her has made me appreciate everything she's ever done for me. The clothes she's put on my back, the food she's put on my table, the tears she's cried for me. Everything. Makes you appreciate everything that you've ever done. And then the changes I've seen is I've become a stronger person, willingly, mentally, and physically. Just being able to know that I can love them to my fullest extent, just being away from them. Having everything taken away from you and bringing it all back to you in one single day makes you take the things into your arms and hold them, because you don't want to let loose again. So you're going to go and you're going to go and you're going to fight for it the best you can, because you don't want to lose it again.
I had a friend who previously came here, and she was telling me about how great it was and the opportunity. And it just kind of drew me here since I wasn't doing too well in school. I had this I don't care attitude. My grades were dropping, and me and my mom's relationship wasn't really going on too well. And in a way, I feel like I disappointed them, all my family. And I really don't want to be a disappointment to my family. And I know that being here, they're more proud of me, that I see that they're more proud of me than they ever have. And it makes myself proud knowing that I could complete something, because I've never completed something like this in my entire life. And I hope after this I have more confidence in myself to do a lot more than I expected myself to do before. My goals are to go to college. I didn't really expect myself to want to go to college at all until I came here. But I would like to go to college to major in performing arts and help my family out the best that I can. Definitely military bearing. I had a lot of issues with my anger, and especially my depression. It's been helping me a lot. And I have more self-confidence, so I know I can go to a job interview and hold myself high and say that I can do this.
Cadet want this. What brought me here is that I was not a very good kid. I would do drugs and I never really went to school. And I got to a point where my parents actually got in trouble to it, and they almost had to go to court to deal with my issues. So I didn't want my mom to have to pay for what I did, so I decided to suck it up and come here. I have seen that I have learned to hold my tongue, because I have a very a very big tendency to talk back to my authority, and I've learned to hold my bearing, and I've actually seen physical changes also. After about finish this challenge and finish my education so I can go to school to pursue my career that I want to be in. I want to be a forensic anthropologist. So after this, I plan on going to college to start my degree.
I came here to further my education and get ahead in life and as an adult, to learn the skills that are needed to succeed as an adult. I came here so I could pass high school a little bit earlier and move on to college to get my higher education, because without a higher education in today's economy and world, you can't really succeed in a lot of things. But I feel I also came to get the discipline and respect I needed towards authority figures and adults like my mom and dad, because I didn't respect them even though they gave me a good life, and I want to change that so I don't be a burden on them anymore. And after the challenge, I plan to move to Albuquerque. I'm actually originally from Colorado, but I have more scholarships and things going for me in New Mexico that would be a lot better for me educationally wise and money wise. So I'm going to get my associate's degree in general studies and then bachelor's in an undetermined field of study. And then once I obtain my bachelor's, I want to enlist in a branch of the military, either the Marines or the Army.
I cadet first class, Jaime. What brought me here is because I had low grades in school. I would always ditch. I wouldn't do my homework. I would disrespect my mom. I would do drugs. And I came here because I want to change all of that. Now that I've been here at the Youth ChalleNGe Academy, make me recognize that disrespecting my parents wasn't the right way. I regret all of that. Now that I've been here, I've improved discipline, integrity. It teach me leadership, taking responsibilities for my actions. My goals is when I leave the Youth ChalleNGe Academy, I would like to go to the National Guard. It would help me with enlisting into the National Guard because I have military bearing I have discipline. I have integrity. I think I can do it. I didn't really love the visitation, but when they saw me, they started crying, and I did also because it made me realize that my friends are the most priority in my life.
I'm Cadet Ramirez, and the reason I came here was because I was one of the young ladies that would like to talk back to parents, talk back to any person I would come from. I would give homes to everybody. I was making some bad decisions. And one of the things I came here was because I was one of the girls that had problems with talking to other girls, always fighting with girls, and here I've learned how to work in groups, work together as a team. One of the main reasons I came here was because I had a boyfriend that was in drugs, and he's the one that brought me here. I just wanted him to change, and I think that made him change here. And I just wanted to support him. I was the kind of person that would lie for everything, and now I have the integrity and honor. Go to college and maybe enlist for National Guard and become somebody alive. Show my parents and family that I've changed, I improved, I'm a mature woman.
I'm Cadet Emmerich. I didn't really grow up like the rest of them with like a bad life or bad family or anything like that. I got pretty much most of what I needed and some of what I wanted. And I got good grades in school, was in ROTC throughout high school, and I came here to graduate early and enlist in the Marines afterwards. So, and I'm only 16, so. My grandfather was a Vietnam vet in the Navy. My other grandfather was a Army Ranger throughout Korea and Vietnam, and then my great-grandfather was a World War II vet. So pretty much most of my family and some of my friends are now active duty in the Marines. So.
I'm Cadet Trujillo. What brought me here was I really didn't do good in school. I always failed school. Never bothered to pay attention. I always would walk out of class, disrespect my teachers. I would never make my family proud of what I've done in school. I always wanted to show them that I could do better, and I wanted to show my boyfriend that I can do better with my attitude. Changes were knowing my bearing, mostly. Being strong, like for myself and for my boyfriend, because he is here as well. It's pretty hard, but I learned to maintain my bearing. Just accomplishing my goals that I have set for myself, and just the discipline here is really good, because I knew I needed it, and I knew that I needed to change my whole attitude against everybody and my teachers. My goals, I want to be a certified phlebotomist. That's what my VOTEC is. I'm trying to work hard to be a phlebotomist, go to school, just work my way up in the medical field. I had like a few people tell me that I couldn't be a medical because I wasn't that smart. So I'm right here. I'm pretty much proving them wrong. But I'm showing myself that I can do better, and I know what I'm capable of.
Since I've been here, I have made a big change, and it has helped me through what I've gone through, and it's taught me a lot of different things. It's made me stronger mentally and physically because of all the CAPE that I ended up having to do. CAPE's correction, action, physical exercise. It's like when you're doing something bad, they'll CAPE you for however long they want. And like this challenge has really helped me a lot, and understanding that it's not all about going down the wrong path and choosing to gangbang on the side of the road or whatever. This challenge has really helped me, and it's making me a better citizen every day that I'm here and every day that I'll stay. I'd say really take a look at your life and where you came from and see if it's really worth it. Like I say, if your parents were down the same path, look at their life. Is that what you want for yourself, or do you want better? Like me, like I'm happy because my mom is now 9.5 years sober, And my dad, he's still doing the same thing since I was little. I haven't got to see my dad in 9 years. I haven't started seeing him until recently. And it's not really worth it. It's like, yeah, it may be fun to do whatever you want when you want, but in the end, it's not worth it. You're just gonna get in trouble, and you're just gonna end up in jail or dead on the side of the road. And I've had both those experiences. I've come close to death, I'm not gonna lie. I have done things I'm not proud of, but I don't regret any of it. Because if I didn't do it, then I wouldn't be the man I am today, and I wouldn't be here at the Mexico Youth Challenge. Just up to you. Look what path you want to take and choose the right direction.
My name is Cadet Sergeant Clee, and I'm from Shanto, Arizona, on the reservation. And what brought me here is that I wasn't disciplined enough to respect myself and to respect my family. I would always disrespect my grandma when, at times when she tells me that I'm doing something wrong. I would always blow it off my shoulder saying, you don't know what I'm going through. And she's been down my road before, and I don't have a mom and dad to be there right by my side. And they've never been there ever since I was small, so my grandma's all I have. She's a lovely woman. She's just a big part of my heart. And without her, I wouldn't have came here because she's my strength, she's my courage. And she just helps me when I'm down. And I always used to be doing with drugs. I would always fight with boys and girls. I would get in trouble. I would go to juvenile centers. And my grandma always be disappointed in me when she has to come to juvenile center to come get me out. And so I came here because she wants the best for me, and I also want the best for myself. So when my grandma can't do anything no more, then I can support myself. And if she leaves, then I know I'll still be strong, sitting there, knowing she's still there right by my side and telling me that I can do it whether she's there or not. You see more value in many things, like your family, how much they appreciate you and how much love they have for you and how much they supported you to get where you are. And I never knew that with all the technology all around until I came here. Then I realized that my grandma's all I have, and she's the woman of my life that's going to be there to pick me back up when I fall. My goal here is to go to college, to get my doctor's degree, to become a veterinarian, because I love animals and they're just a big part of my life.
Cycle 25, I thought I was able to take on the challenge and do and better myself. But when I came to the challenge, I realized that it was much more difficult than I thought. And I just didn't have the self-discipline and the self-ability to go through the challenge. I ended up taking off on like the third or fourth day, maybe the second night or so. It was the biggest mistake I'd ever realized. I only realized that it was the biggest mistake about 6 months to a year later, when I realized that I had nothing going for myself. In that time, I had a baby, and it was the biggest change of my life. It opened my eyes a lot, and this challenge is a lot of great things that can come your way once you finish the program and push through. I have a little girl. She is 4 months at this time. To provide a better future for her, and not just for myself and look for myself. It's nothing around is for myself anymore. It's for her.
Well, what got me in the program is I was, unlike half these kids here, I was one of the bad ones. I was the one that was getting in trouble, doing the wrong thing, hanging out with the wrong friends, didn't have a strong role model in my life to steer me in the right direction. So I came here because it was pretty much my last choice. I was either faced with looking at time in juvenile facilities or, coming here. And I always wanted to join the military, so I was like, why not? So I went ahead, joined the program in 2005 and completed it, and I think it was June 2005. I have classes now that I wish to God they would have had when I was here, like extra tutoring, citizenship class, life skills, job skills. They're actually preparing them for life outside of the challenge, real world scenarios, how to balance your checkbook, which is surprisingly harder than it sounds. Anything from that to how to dress for a job interview, which some people never ever had to dress for a job interview, so don't know the proper way to go into a job interview. You know, honestly, the most important things to me that I got from here were the cadre. The cadre really cared. They made a difference, and you could tell by the way they talked with you, by the way they acted with you. Yeah, they screamed a lot. Yeah, you had to PT a lot, but they also took time to see what was troubling you, what was bothering you, how to help you. And it was mainly my cadre that got me back on the right path. And after that, I immediately went to the military after here. I didn't take no time to fall and relapse into the same old me. I left here. That's what helped me the most.
There is a female graduate that graduated in 2008, graduated in May with her Bachelor's of Science in Criminal Justice, and is now becoming a mentor for our cadets in the program.
Attention orders! This is certified that the following cadets have successfully completed 1 week as a squad leader and is now eligible to be promoted to the rank of platoon sergeant. Attention orders! This is certified that Cadet Montaño Xavier, as you were, Cadet First Class Montaño Xavier has been chosen for Cadet of the Week. Everybody give him a hand. Attention order! The following cadets have demonstrated that they have been, as you were, they have the discipline, military merit, leadership ability, and knowledge of the New Mexico Youth ChalleNGe Academy rules and regulations to be promoted from the rank of cadet to cadet sergeant. Your hard work and dedication has prepared you for your upcoming challenge as a squad leader. Signed this day, September 25, 2015, Commandant Captain R. Riley.
Stand at ease. Congratulations to all of you who have completed leadership. Congratulations to those of you who've been promoted to leadership. We've had a pretty good week, haven't we?
Yes, sir!
Did you guys enjoy today?
Yes, sir!
Where are you going to now?
Ciao, sir!
Ciao, sir. Roger that.
Nice, Sergeant. Good night, Cadet Montez.